I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that it's a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggy bank, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious? I seen liars that testified under oath, I hear. Rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers. Ought to be studying, taking notes.
Before we get started with the episode today, I just want to talk to you real quick about my friend Patrick Spicer over at Hybrid Human Performances. Hybrid Human Performances is a state-of-the-art training facility located in Lincoln, Nebraska, with reputable coaches that can take you to the next level. Each training session is designed to and for the athlete to be successful in their sport. Notable Hybrid Human Performance alumni include cornerback for the Chicago Bears, Lamar Jackson, Seahawks safety, Deontay Williams, Nebraska Cornhuskers quarterback, Casey Thompson, and Lincoln native Noah Walters, quarterback for the North Alabama Lions. If you want to take your game to the next level, contact Patrick with Hybrid Human Performance at 307-321-8365 or shoot him an email at Patrick, Patrick, at hybrid-hp.com. Enjoy the episode.
Hi, my name is Oscar Galindo. I'm here with another episode of The Official Visit. Today I'm joined by Scottsbluff 2024 running back Sebastien Boyle. Sebastian, man, how you doing, dude?
Oh, I'm doing good, man.
Yeah?
Real good.
Been pretty busy so far?
Just doing normal daily stuff, working out, school and everything like that.
Yeah.
Sending out stuff. Trying to get my name out.
I feel that. Definitely. Yeah, so like I said, we'll just start real quick with just a couple warm-up questions, just kind of get you going. The first one I have for you is, do you have any, like, maybe either you have some as an individual, or maybe you guys have one as a team, but do you guys have like a pregame like tradition or ritual, or maybe like a little superstition that you got going on? Do you got any of that that you got to get done before games?
As a team, we don't have no particular tradition, but we just go out individually and get ourselves in mindset right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just do our own stuff. I usually pray to God, hope he gives me blessings, give me the strength and courage, and listen to music pretty much. And then before we go out, we just get ourselves real hyped up, get ourselves just energized and ready to play.
Well, what are you throwing on before you in your headphones before you get going?
Kodak Black, Dre,
Kodak
Black.
I feel that, man. Yeah, dude, that'll get you going, dude, for sure. So another question I got for you is, if I'm out in Scottsbluff and I'm looking for a good spot to eat, and I'm not talking like a McDonald's or like a Applebee's or something like that, what's a good spot Scottsbluff, like, known, I guess?
Like, in my opinion, I think we're just most popular for our Mexican restaurants.
Okay.
But I'd say the best one to dine at is probably Ole. They have the best stuff. I like to eat there with friends after games.
Yeah.
Just to chill there, everything like that.
Is it like a restaurant, like a sit down one, or like just a quick like order and grab your food and?
Oh, Ole's a sit down.
A sit down, like a little restaurant. Nice.
Yeah.
But what are you getting there?
Usually a fish tacos. I really like the fish tacos.
Yeah. Ooh, that does sound good, man. All right, and then who is your favorite player at your position? So that could be college, that could be NFL, whatever level.
I say my favorite running back player is Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Probably because he went through adversity.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
he tore his ACL and everything like that.
Injuries, all
really,
that.
Oh yeah.
Having no offensive line for like the longest time, too. That's definitely gotta be a little draining. And then I guess if you can name who are your top 3 running backs in the league right now, it could be either your favorite or if you want to say who the best are. I guess it kind of depends up to you.
Probably my 3 favorites is Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, and Nick Chubb at the moment.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good solid group in there, man. You got 2 kind of, do it all backs that could, go out and catch. And you got, a trucking running back and Nick Chubb, man. So then kind of, transitioning into, the season and talking about ball a little bit. I wanted to talk to you about, Scottsbluff and your guys' season this year. Do you maybe want to maybe reflect on the season you guys had? You guys made it all the way to the semifinals. I believe you guys had 2 losses on the year, 3 losses on the year, 10-3, something like that.
2.
10-2. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about the season you guys had?
Well, early season when we got all the rankings put out and we were put at first and then we were put at second, I think that kind of got in our heads.
Mm-hmm.
But we won our first game. And that was a good, confident season booster and everything like that. But then we went against North Platte, and that just really woke us up. And we just turned things around. And we told ourselves that we're not the best out there, but we're going to be the best. And we were just really confident of just going to the state championship in Lincoln Memorial Stadium and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just our work ethic at practice after practice just helped us win games and games to the semifinals. But we just fell short, which was kind of a disappointment. So I just had to look forward and just wait for next year, get my chance again.
Yeah. Was there anything, that maybe you or some other players said after that North Platte game to kind of say, hey guys, like we gotta pick it up, we gotta play, we gotta elevate ourselves, make sure we don't fall or become complacent. Anybody step up like that?
We had a couple senior football players step up and tell us that we need to get our head in the game, that we need to stop being cocky and showboating and all that stuff, and we just got to play football, acting like that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, or not funny, but it's kind of interesting you say that, just because, I was following you guys all season. One thing I noticed was that you guys are just like a really kind of gritty team, man. Like you guys could get it done. You guys could blow teams out. You guys could win and squeak. I think you guys had like an overtime game with, was it Waverly?
Yeah.
Like a couple close ones, but the thing that I noticed was that you guys always kind of found a way to win, even in that against Gross in that last game of the season. It was looking like it was kind of starting to get away from you guys, but even then, you guys were in it until kind of the very end there. What is it like? Is it something that coaches like instill in you guys? Is it just what you guys drive out of each other? But what's that mentality to have, to make sure that you guys aren't, don't give up? Granted, like you said, you guys may have gotten in your heads a little bit, but still, when it came to game time, I felt like you guys still, managed to pull out the wins when it really needed.
Like some games we were really close. We were just rushing each other, and we would tell each other to just cool off a little bit, just go with the flow of the game, let every play possess, and just follow the seams and everything like that. Just take it slow. But when it was just a really easy game, we just told each other to just keep going.
So then, one thing, you guys are all the way out in the Panhandle. You guys are way out there. So that means people will have to travel a long way to come play you, and you guys have to travel quite a bit to go play other teams. What do you ever feel like, that bus ride can kind of play a little bit of an advantage to you guys, in your guys' favor, like when it's teams from maybe like out in Omaha or Lincoln having to travel out to Scottsbluff? Do you feel like that kind of plays into your advantage, or do you feel like maybe on the opposite, maybe for you guys, you guys get off those bus rides maybe a little jet lagged or whatever, and maybe you don't come out as hot? Any thoughts on that?
Truthfully, I just think we just don't really care how far the game is. If we get to play and just
Ready to go?
play the sport that we like, we just don't care anymore.
Yeah,
But schools that come to our place, I think they're just really irritated driving that far. They just don't want to go and complain of driving how far we are in the West. But we just don't really care whoever it is that we're going against.
yeah. Because I was kind of looking at like records and all that kind of stuff, and it seems like for you guys, I kind of get the sense that you guys are maybe used to it, having to come out more often than people have to go there, I guess. Um, but like, do you think maybe it's like, because I feel like you drive out how many hours, 5 hours out there, whatever, from like Lincoln or Omaha, and it's always cold out there. And not just that, but then you get there and you guys play just a physical, just ground and pound, just gritty game. Uh, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe that kind of gets into some teams maybe heads a little bit. Uh, but yeah. What do you think about that?
Like, I'd say driving that far, sitting down, not moving anything, getting sore everywhere. But
Yeah,
once you set foot in that field, just everything goes away. Your mindset is just on football and nothing else.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, because it seems like you guys are pretty tough out there. And so you guys, with living out there, sometimes in season, I've seen you guys have played teams from Colorado, teams from South Dakota, Wyoming. Do you kind of notice any difference in, like, I don't know, I guess playing style, or maybe just differences in cultures in those other states? I know it's all probably a lot closer to you guys, but like any differences in like how it's run or whatever?
Uh, I'd
Besides the
say
fact that,
there are definitely schools that I shouldn't overlook, that we shouldn't overlook, or any other schools.
yeah,
I think they just play the same physical type of football that we play. So I just really don't overlook them or anything like that.
yeah, I feel that. Yeah, no, because when you're playing teams in state, you kind of get a little bit more. I feel like you can probably get a little bit more intel on them and whatnot. So then, kind of changing subjects here, I touched on it a little bit, your playing style. The way I look at it is you kind of have a very like unique mix of, you're a tough runner, you run hard, you run angry, but then you also have a little, you got some wiggle, you got twit, you got speed, all that kind of stuff. How would you describe your playing style, and like what kind of training do you do to like get to that level?
First off, it's just mental. I just have to be mentally strong and everything like that. If I have a bad play, you just have to move on and everything like that. If you mess up, play, move on. But also, like, just hard work, getting strength and everything, balance, eye vision, all the techniques for running back. Um, but I just run, just trying to get a touchdown. I just don't care about anything. I just look forward. If somebody tackles me, I just tell myself to just rip them off, get a couple more yards. But if I'm going too hard, coach sometimes takes me out to the sideline and tells me to slow down a little bit, use my eyes, be more about the open fields, and just look more for the better routes, better.
lanes and stuff?
Tunnels, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
better tunnels.
Yeah. So that's fine. So you say coach sometimes has to reel you back a little bit.
Yeah.
You
Get too hyped up.
get too hyped up. So you kind of the past 2 seasons, your sophomore season you ran for 1,700 and change, and then this season you ran for 1,926 and then 26 rushing touchdowns. And you kind of have a little bit of a bigger load. I feel like quite a few carries. Do you ever get to feeling that workload, or are you one of those backs that like just loves to keep going, especially when you notice like defense is starting to wear down?
I get tired sometimes, but like you said, once you see the defense slowing down, getting tired, and the old linemen just not going through the holes or getting past our offensive line, it just gives me adrenaline to keep going and everything like that until like we get a touchdown or something. But other than that, I'm usually pretty tired, but I just love the atmosphere, so I just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I've been on the sideline of some of your guys' games, man. You guys got you guys got a lot of energy on that sideline. You guys got guys like, who am I thinking? Like Tyson, Michael, all those guys are just high energy, always kind of keeping it going. How much, does that kind of like help propel you sometimes, when you're feeling tired, maybe you come back and they hype you up. Does that get you going, in those late game situations?
Oh yeah, just hearing the voice motivates me. Just hearing any of my teammates give me motivation, I just love hearing them. Like when they're screaming everything, keep going, it just tells me to keep going. Like they just lift me up on the shoulders, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Because like I said, I've been on those sidelines, and yeah, you guys got some interesting cats over there, man. Some funny dudes, a lot of energy, and yeah, it's always interesting being on that sideline. Um, is there any player you would compare your game to?
College football,
College or NFL?
truthfully, I can't really compare myself to any of those players
Hmm.
because they made it and I'm still in high school and I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah.
So I just have to wait. But like it's nice when people tell me I'm just super aggressive, hit like what's his name? Who's that Titan running back?
Titans are Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, hit people
Yeah.
like Derrick Henry and all that. So it's really
Yeah.
nice. But I just want to be somehow get good enough to be known as Sebastien Boyle and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
100%, man. I feel that. So then, kind of, before we get to that level, I guess we do have to go through college level. Do you want to talk about maybe, I've seen you kind of getting some interest from, schools from, D1, D2, and all in between. What's recruiting been like for you so far?
It's been pretty good. I've been reaching out to some coaches like Wyoming, and I've been talking to Nebraska and all those other schools. It's pretty nice. I'm just waiting for that offer to slip in.
Yeah, definitely. Have you been having any talks about, setting up visits or anything like that for the spring?
Not yet, but hopefully I will. I just hope so
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah. Any plans for like camps or anything like that? Showcases?
I'm planning on attempting several camps this summer to help coaches evaluate my skills and everything like that.
Yeah,
Show coaches that I can play D1 and everything like that. So
definitely. So then, kind of starting to wrap up here a little bit. Right now you wrestling this year?
I am not participating in wrestling this year.
No. Okay. Are you still doing track?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What do you see? What events do you do? I guess.
Do the 100, 200, 4x1 shot put.
Okay. Oh, shot put in there too.
Yep.
Nice. So, and do you kind of do that, as like a way to like help yourself improve in football?
Yeah, I use the 100 just a way to help with my 40-yard time and
Hmm.
also my just explosive, sudden explosiveness when
Yeah.
I'm like stopped or something like that or slowed down. And I also use shot put as a way for my stiff arms. All that force using on your
Okay.
shoulders. So I use
Yeah.
shot put for that.
Okay. Yeah, that's smart. I hadn't really thought about that for stiff arm, but yeah, it makes sense, man. Launch these kids next year.
Oh yeah.
Um, all right. And then speaking of next year, by I guess December of this year, what are some goals that that you wish you to have accomplished by then? Team wise, individual wise, recruiting wise, school wise, whatever it may be.
Well, I did check off some of my list for a all stay and all that. But I
Nice.
also want to do a repeat on that
Okay.
and average more than I did this year. And track more colleges, give me more opportunities, see for my future, and just hopefully lead my team to farther than the semifinals for next year, not fall short. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Is that I know this year you came so close. Is that 2,000 yard plateau? Is that kind of something you keep in the back of your mind as a motivator?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Cause I don't know. Let me hold up. I got this pulled up real quick. I was trying to see the record for obviously we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but career rushing yards. And I feel like if you got that, you'd probably you have a good shot at that record, don't you? I feel like for Class B,
Yes, sir. Yo,
that 5,281 by Ryan Randall from Blair. I feel like 19 and 17. I'm no math major, and I'm not crazy with math, but I feel like that's an earshot. Is that something you might look at as a something to kind of keep in your mental checklist?
oh yeah, that's definitely something that's in the back of my head. I really want to be next year, so I always have that as a motivator, so I keep working harder, so I can beat that.
Yeah, awesome, man. All right, so then kind of the last thing I got going on, or the last thing I do here is I give you an opportunity to, give thanks or, show your appreciation to those people that have helped you get this far in, in your journey to, try to get to the next level, like coaches, parents, all that kind of stuff, just because, I say sometimes we don't always get the chance to, do so in our everyday lives. So if you got any of that, it's your time.
Like the amount of people that have helped me, there's just so many.
Mhm.
But I would just want to thank my parents, my mom and dad, sacrificing their time to get me to practices, spending their money for my equipment so I could play. Family, friends, all there supporting me, telling me that I can be great one day. And definitely God, he's been a big part. I couldn't have done anything without him. But also, I also want to thank the other sports, just individually. The wrestling, just mentally making me stronger in
Oh,
track, helping with speed and everything like that, and all the fundamentals. And just my brother, lastly, he's just really inspirational. He helped me be the man who I am right now. So that's all.
awesome. Perfect, dude. Sounds good, man. Yeah. Like I said, it's always good to, let your support system know, hey man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for letting me or helping me this far. So, I was kind of give you guys an opportunity to do that. So then, I think that is all I got for you, man. Do you have anybody who do you got winning the Super Bowl? Do you have a dog in that fight?
I think the Eagles are gonna pull up
Yeah, yeah.
real quick.
I think they're a little less banged up and they're just physical, man. I think they're gonna win it in the trenches. I think, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all right, hey, I agree with you, man. I just want Jalen to get one, dude. I like Jalen Hurts. Wow, he's a dog, bro. He's got that killer mentality. So, yeah, I appreciate your time, man. Appreciate you doing this and talking to me. I'm sure you have a busy schedule with school and all that kind of stuff. So, appreciate it, man.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, yeah. Thank you, man.
Kill them all, they hearing this tick-tock, your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah.